Hey guys, Inferno here from WOMD Gaming, bringing you today a nice little commentary with me, Inferno, and Panda. Say hi, Panda.
Hello.
And what you're watching here is a nice 64 for 3 gameplay from WMD Wall, one of our GB team. And over the past few days, we have been arguing what is bigger, or actually what's going to be the future of YouTube in the coming years. Is it going to be sniping or competitive gaming? Any thoughts on this, Panda?
Well, obviously I think it's going to be competitive gaming, and you, for some reason, think it's going to be sniping. So obviously, to start us off, we'll both talk for a couple of minutes about why we think this. And then we'll have a little debate, and at the end of the day, you guys can make your decision in the comments. Put it down below, and it'll be interesting to see which one wins. So, Inferno, if you want to start it off?
No, I'll let you. Go on.
Okay. Well, obviously, competitive gaming has been growing more and more and more over the years. Starting to the point now when you see, I mean, when Optic was streaming the Optic House on Twitch, they had 30,000 live viewers. That's live viewers, that's not YouTube views. To me, live viewers count a lot more than YouTube views, because then it's not there any time. You have to go at a set time to watch it. That shows that the popularity of competitive gaming is growing. And if you look at Anaheim, the amount of people that are excited for it, the amount of people that have been looking forward to it, the amount of people that are going to tune in to watch the live stream, again, just shows that the popularity of competitive play is just growing.
Yeah.
Whereas sniping, you think about the top team was Optic. Optic were the team that every sniper wanted to be in. Everybody's dream was to be an Optic. They had Optic fanboys, they had the lot. Nowadays, look at Optic. Everyone knows Nade Shot, everyone knows Scumpy. Competitive players. Optic have all but turned their backs on sniping for competitive. I mean, nowadays, Hex is visiting the team house every day. He's down there with them every single day. And he was once a massive advocate of sniping on YouTube. And that just really shows, in my opinion, that eventually YouTube is going to turn towards competitive gaming. Then also there's the issue with the money to be made.
Yeah, I agree there.
$1 million competitive tournament. When was the last time they had anything akin to that in the sniping world? They don't. They never do, and they never will do.
Yeah, there's not really that much, like, well, there's money to be made from the sniping scene, but, like, obviously there's not ridiculous sums of money from winning competitions. I mean, you've got, like, competitive GB on with sniping on PS3, but it's nowhere near as big as the competitive scene on Xbox. I mean, it used to be when I used to be in DMG on PS3 and stuff, but like these days it's not that big. But I see what you mean by there's more money to be made in GB, but personally, I mean, this argument is solely about what's going to be the most dominant, you know, what's going to be the most dominant thing, like the most watched on YouTube. And personally, I still think it's going to be sniping. Because, like, you've got Twitch. Twitch is GB. That's pretty much, people go on Twitch and watch GB. They don't really watch sniping videos. Like, I know FaZe Pamage, he does streams every now and again. Doesn't he, like, with his, like, when he's going for clips for his new episodes. And actually, there's Big Catalyst too. One that I'm actually really excited for. But, like, he doesn't really pull in as many views as, obviously, Nade Shot and Scump do. Because he's not competitive, and Twitch is pretty much, like, competitive gaming. So, like, yeah, like, I think, personally, YouTube is still going to be more sniping-based. Well, obviously not just sniping-based, it's gameplays as well, you know what I mean? But, like, when people go on YouTube, they, like, I like to watch sniping montages. I know a lot of my friends like watching sniping montages. But, like you said, though, I really don't think that GB, like, competitive in that is really, like, going to be that big on YouTube. Yeah, Twitch, understandable. But, like, not YouTube. Even though now you can stream from Twitch to YouTube, but still, I still think sniping's going to be, like, you know, the most watched.
A quick example of the sort of stuff that competitive can bring.
Go on.
On the COD XP tournament, Envy versus Impact went down to the last game. It was a best of 11. They were tied 5-all. It went down to the last game. That game was worth like $400,000, and that was live streamed. And I mean, I know for a fact that there was 7 of us, maybe 8 at least, from our clan sat in a party watching that. And every time something happened, we all got excited. Everyone jumped up. Everyone was cheering on their favourite team. There's nothing like that in sniping. That is unique. There's no other atmosphere like that in the world. And when you watch MLG tournaments, like I I would love for that last game to be recorded and put on YouTube so people could watch it, because
Yeah.
it was so tense and it was so exciting. And it was so interesting to see what was going to happen.
See, I do get you there. Like, it was intense. I was actually watching that myself, and I'm not really into MLG, and I wouldn't say like I enjoyed it like to such an extent I'd watch it again, but I enjoyed it while it was happening. Like I said again, like Twitch. Obviously, if I watched Twitch videos, I would watch it, and then I'd be like, oh my god, that's amazing, but I wouldn't go back and watch it again. Whereas, God, Optic Predator, how many people watched that like 50 times when that first came out? That Predators montage, it was ridiculous. I mean, the clips for the time was sick. The editing at that time was just, there was nothing like it on YouTube. And, you know, like, obviously Phase Vortex, Modern Warfare 3, World War 3 montage, that is ridiculous. I have watched that countless amount of times, but again, on YouTube, I'm not the type of person to like watch the same game over and over again. I mean, it's like watching a football match and then watching it again. I wouldn't really watch it twice. It's just like, you know, it's just the spur of the moment thing for me. Hence why I like sniping, because like obviously if you see something like ridiculous happening, on the screen, you're going, oh my god, I want to see that again. How the hell did he do that? Which is one of the main reasons I got into sniping myself anyway.
This sniping is repetitive. A lot of sniping is montages filled with quad feeds. While there's nothing wrong with quad feeds, like they're fun to watch, it's going to get to a point where there's going to be literally nothing left to do with sniping. I mean, already you look now, you watch a montage, there's already the same spots, like that little corridor on Grind that people get quad feeds in. 90% of montages have those in. Nuketown sat behind.
I wouldn't say, a lot of them do.
90% of montages have that in.
One thing I don't
really go on. Repetitive. They're running out of things to do with sniping. Whereas every fucking competitive game is different. There's always something different going on. There's always a different play. There's always something different happening. It's not repetitive at all. That's why it'll always be fresh and interesting. Whereas sniping, they'll run out of things to do. I mean, the standards are getting ridiculous now. It's going to come to a point where there's going to be a very, very select few amount of kill feeders in the world. Because everything's just going up and up, and people can't keep up with it, apart from a very select few, like I said.
Yeah, I know what you mean. See, the thing is, though, I do agree with the fact that some montages are getting a little stale, because, like, obviously when you're watching them, you see people getting the same feeds in the same place, obviously, because that's easy to get it in. I mean, we used, what have we said? We now are no longer accepting demolition feeds, because they're too easy. And, like, you know, you want to keep pushing for better and better and better, and you just don't want, you know, you don't want to be putting out the same content over and over again, because it'll get boring eventually. But like I said again, like, you know, you've got the best kill feeders in the world, like Optic Pomage and people like him, who were getting just, I mean, have you seen his latest episode?
Yeah, it's funny you'd mention Pomage, because he is actually going to Anaheim, and he's going to be competing with a team of snipers. They've got Tasmo from MV Sniping, they've got Optic Rated, they've got FaZe Rockstar, and they've got FaZe Pomage. And those four are all going to be competing there, and that just shows that if you consider Pomage the best sniper in the world, and he is now turning up to MLG events and playing competitive, what does that tell you about the popularity of sniping? That it's on the decline, and that MLG is going to take it over.
Yeah, that tells me that he's actually wanting to go to there and... You know what, if he snipes and he does well, oh, I'm going to be so happy. Do you know why? Because all you lot have been saying to me, when those guys go to the this MLG event in Anaheim, they're going to get absolutely slapped if they pull snipers out.
They are.
I mean, you know what? I agree, yeah. Obviously, it's going to be difficult because they've got one bullet to hit against an enemy, and obviously they're going to be hunting in packs. The teams with the red guns as they do, you know what I mean? Not in packs, but you know what I mean? They've got strategies, and like, oh, there are two people over there because he's got a sniper and he's killing me. I mean, I don't know the tactics of competitive gaming, but I know it's going to be hard for them. And I'm telling you now, if they do well, I'm going to be so happy, because I can just like look at you guys and just go, listen, that is, you know, if you can snipe like that in MLG, you're good.
I mean, obviously snipers are used in MLG. Like most objective players will have a dual band sniper as their secondary for search and destroy.
Yeah.
Every team
like
does
for
it.
Cross map kills. Probably.
But at the end of the day, a team of snipers is not going to be successful against a good organised team of red gunners. And that's just the
No,
truth.
obviously not going to win it. No, they're not going to win it. There's teams that are way too good with regular guns, like assault rifles and machine guns. But yeah, anyway, guys, sorry we can't finish do any more of that debate, but we may pick it up another time. But this is the end of the gameplay, so I've been Inferno, this has been Panda, and see you later.